Good morning, everyone. I am Allie, and welcome to this YouTube Live. Thanks for joining in on this Saturday morning or afternoon or really early morning, depending on where you are, or maybe even an evening if you're joining us from Australia. So welcome to everyone that is joining in. I see we have people kind of checking in from all over, from Kentucky and two from Kentucky. We've got people from Sweden, we have North Carolina, we have the Netherlands, Northern North Carolina, Missouri. Hello to everyone in Southern California. It is early in California. You are awake early, Shelly. So hello to everyone joining in. So today's today's YouTube Live is a Better Beader episode. And the Better Beader episodes are designed to obviously make you a better beader. And the idea with the episode series that I've done pretty much every Saturday for maybe even the last year, I'd have to go back and see when my first one was, but is to give you information that you may not know, or that if a new beader would stumble upon it, they can go for a couple hours and watch all the different Better Beader episodes. The idea is that it's things that you can't necessarily or won't necessarily learn in an actual tutorial, going more into depth on particular products, going more into depth on how to read patterns, how to know the difference in wire sizes and wire gauges, and what's the difference between different brands of threads, what beads can be used in place of other beads. So that is the idea with the Better Beader episodes, and they really are designed for newer beaters, but can be used by everyone. I even sometimes will go back and reference those. For the percentage of customer service emails that we send to customers, almost 80% of them, I link to one of those Better Beader episodes. So if you want to give a little thumbs up, if you like the Better Beader episodes, that's awesome. You can keep with them. And also always on the side here, love your hair today, thanks. It's called I washed it. Thanks, Sarah. The idea is that the topics most of the time come from you, whether or not that is a channel from our customer service that Melissa says, hey, customers keep asking this question or want to know the answer to this. And one of the things that is really hard, and honestly, we are looking into changing our web host for our website. We build and we take time with every YouTube video that we create to create what's called a landing page. The landing page will take you to a page on our website that has the YouTube video already linked onto it. So it's hosted on YouTube, but it appears on our website. And then below that is the list of the materials, so you can simply add them to your cart. Not only are these landing pages great if you're clicking on that little show more button that I always point to in every video, but that also gives you the opportunity to see what beads are included. The terrible thing right now about our current website, there's many, I'm not gonna lie, but one of the terrible things is that you can't search through these landing pages when you go up into the search bar on the website. And this is a major issue that we have been trying to get corrected for years, because we take so much time to build these landing pages, and you can't really get there unless you're following a click. Because if I want to see the Montana bracelet, which we just put out as a kit, it's going to be difficult for me to find that landing page. I'll be able to find the kit, I'll be able to find the pattern, but I can't find that landing page that adds all the information. There is a way to show that and a way to search that. And we also have a way on our website to organize by beads. So if I'm sitting here at my desk and I have next to me, what do I have next to me? Some Storm Duo beads. So if I have Storm Duo beads in my hand and I think, oh my goodness, I got Storm Duo beads on the last sale and I don't know what to do with them, there's a page on our website to sort by bead. It's going to get a little funky now. What I'm going to do is show you multiple ways to search the website, whether or not you're looking for those landing pages where you're looking for projects that may be videos, or if you're looking for the specific videos by beads. So, all right. So this is going to be a little tricky because I can't read your comments for our first couple minutes, and you're going to see a little bit of a crazy screen. I should have hooked up a second monitor to this and didn't think to do so. So we're going to do, you get to see this display capture. You see the back end here of everything that I've created. And what I want to show now is our website. So this is our YouTube channel, and I've showed before that if you watch the cursor here, you can go in and see and click on the cursor, search here by any bead that you want. So if I want to do those Storm Duo beads, I can type Storm Duo bead on here, click to search, and then anything that uses Storm Duos will come up and I can look on our website. So I'm on PotomacBeads YouTube channel and I can click there. That's super helpful if you're on YouTube, but what if you're on our site? So going to our website, PotomacBeads.com, and this is the US.com site, you'll see maybe some updates that you have not seen. One thing we've started to do, because it is hard to do those landing pages, is we've added the free video tutorials here that are the most recent tutorials. So if you're looking for something, you say, oh, I got an email, but I can't find that email, most likely that video that the email would have been referencing is right here. So you can go in and you can look at and click on the whimsical earrings if you want. The whimsical earrings, that little click will take you to what is called a landing page. So this is the landing page for the whimsical earrings. They are super fun. They've grown on me a lot. And I have the materials listed here, what you need, and then we actually have the opportunity so you can go in here and you can actually just add the items to your cart. You can also see, hey, I love those, but I don't want to do that in that color. If you scroll down further, it shows you the materials that are used in the video. Want to pick your own Rivoli color, your own 3mm color, your bicone color, your teardrop color. Those are available when you scroll down on that website. If I click the little play button there, you can see it's going to start playing the video here right on the website, but it's actually YouTube. So you can still go in here under your settings and change the speed. So if you think that I speak too quickly, which I know that I do, I'm working on it, I promise, I promise. If you want to slow down the speed, you can actually slow down the speed within the video. In addition to that, there's other YouTube settings for subtitles. You can do the quality, that if it is streaming really, really slowly because you don't have a ton of bandwidth, you can go in and change it there. And look, you can watch me right there on the website. Going back on the website then, what I wanted to show at the very top is this how to bead category. We've been working on this and working to improvement, and again, I would love your feedback on this as far as how to make this smoother and easier for you as a consumer to look at these free patterns and these free tutorials and have access to them. So one of the ways we have is we have the Better Beader episodes, which is one thing that we're doing now. The other thing we have are the free video tutorials. You can also, again, sort the videos by beads. I'm going to go to that free video tutorial. So if you have an email, an older email, you can't find exactly what you're looking for, and you say, oh no, I knew it was a bracelet, I knew it was Potomac beads, and I don't know where to find it. Here I am under that home, then how to bead, and then that free beading tutorial. I can go into, say, bracelets. We used the Montana Sky as our previous example, so we'll use it again. This pulls up all of those landing pages for these videos, as I had mentioned. You can scroll here, and the nice thing is it gives you those photos of the projects right away. Scrolling, you can see I'm only on E. So what if I want to quickly find something? Many people might not know this, and you're not going to be able to see my hands do this, but you can have, using Ctrl+F, what that's going to pull up is a little bar at the top of your screen right here. That is Control Find. The F stands for Find. If you're using a Mac, it is Command F. So Command F or Control F will bring up this little search bar. This is not exclusive to our website. This is for anything on your computer. So if I want to type in Montana, it's going to start to find the things as I type in those words. So you can see there's the Montana Sky bracelet. What if I want to find the zipper bracelet? I can start to type in zipper and it'll find those items. If I do, let's see, flower, there's 13 items for flower. I can use the little arrow bars to go down and find where the different flowers are listed. And you can see it's taking me to different areas on the or on that same page of the website. So these are all the ones that have flower in the name. Same thing if I go back on the website, and again, this is not just, this is kind of a using the website, this works for any website that you're using, that Ctrl+F. If I want to go to the how to bead, and then I go to videos sorted by bead, I'm going to go again to here and say, okay, here's videos that are sorted actually by the beads, and I can scroll through those and look through. So I know a lot of people always complain that I don't do a lot of videos where you don't need multi-hole beads or you need all of those. After 2,000 videos, my response to that is that I get sick of using the exact same materials. So I have a ton of videos where you don't need specialty beads. Just check around for them. After 2,000, there are like 500 or 600 out there, and I do make some as we go. But if you want to see any of the videos, say that use crystals, check here and you can do the crystals. Let's see if I can do the Ctrl+F, and I can say what uses maybe super duos. Oh, that's right, I'm on crystals. So let's see, anything that uses Montes, anything that uses, so these all use, and they all have crystals. So I'm trying to think of if I have something along the bottom, Calypso, trying to think of a popular, trying to think of a popular one that I'm like, oh, it's further down. Actually, the falling leaf earrings, a little heads up, that will become a kit very, very soon. But you can use that Ctrl+F basically anywhere on the site. So even if you're going to beads, if you're looking for Ava beads, say, and I want Ava beads, and there's a lot in the category. So as I scroll down, if I want to find lava, Ctrl+F, and I'll find lava red, and it'll take me right to that lava red. You can see there's 2 settings that are for that lava red, and those 2 settings for the lava red are going to be for the regular and for the factory pack. So it's going to take me to both of those. That Ctrl+F is really, really helpful if you are on an actual computer. So that's one thing, if you're on an actual computer, that's going to be helpful for you because you're going to be able to actually see how to go in and create or to search for things on the website. So that's one thing with on the website, that Ctrl+F will allow you to search any site. Again, it's not just particular to us. So there's a Twitch streamer that talks even faster. Yeah, I'm a quick speaker. I know. I'm working on it. That's why I wanted to show that how to slow down. So there's many of you that would say, hey, go in and look in, I'm looking on my iPad and it does not look the same. True. It would be in the title. You can always use a keyword search on the YouTube channel. Correct. So Nathan commented on this side. I'm going back now and reading comments because when I screen share, I can't also read your comments because I need a second monitor. I need to be a real professional streamer here with a second monitor. I'll need to bring my one up from my office into the recording studio. Some of you, and honestly, it would drive me crazy, but I know this is the only atmosphere that you have to do this, will actually use your phones to purchase from us. It would drive me insane to do so. However, just because it's such a tiny screen and I want to see more things. So playing around, I'm going to unlock my phone quick. So that way everybody doesn't come out. So I have an iPhone some number. Yes, you can also search for the stitches. So yes, Denise, you can go in on hopefully that will come on our new website. But in YouTube, under that YouTube search, you can actually search for the actual stitches because they're listed in our display or our description on our video. So you can search for beads, you can search for actual stitches, you can search for even if you think like, oh, it looked like a flower or what it used. All right, so I'm going to switch views now and I'm going to go overhead so that now that it locked out again. Hold on, I don't want anybody to know my password, right? I'm going to go in. My kids know my password. So here is our website on my Apple phone. So I'm going to scroll out a little bit here so you can see a little bit bigger. No, this is not an advertisement for Apple, although I love my Apple phone. Okay, so here's our website, and you can see we added those tutorials here like we did on the website. Obviously, the website, you can go in and you can change this from the mobile view to the regular view. But in here, this is going to be the mobile view. So many websites, when you're looking at them on the actual desktop or some larger iPads, it's going to look like it does on the desktop if you're in desktop mode. If you have an iPad, especially a larger one, I would definitely do that because you get more information and it's easier to navigate on every website. So here I have pulling up on my phone. One thing I want to just touch on for those of you that don't know this is where to log into your account online. There is your customer cart. When you click customer cart, that's how you log in online. So there's that little login. You can go there and log into your account. That's not what I wanted to show though. That's just a happy little bonus. All right, so going in here, back up to the top of the page. One thing that I wanted to show is that same information on this page. So when you go to this page, and I'm going to blow your minds here, you go to this page, so I go over to that 3 little bar, and I'm going to the how to bead. When I go to how to bead, I'm going to free video tutorials. Hey look, it brought me to that same page, it's just stretched out because it is there, and honestly I have no idea why that line is there, so we're gonna have to work on that. Nathan, you're watching, figure out why that line is there. Going back again to the bracelet projects. Did you know that you can also do the Ctrl+F basically on your phone? So same deal, if I want to find the Montana bracelet, especially on a phone, I'm only scrolling 2 at a time, it's going to take forever. So I go down to these 3 little dots or these 3 little arrows here. I click on that, and there's all of these things that I can do. I can bookmark it so that way I can save it for later, but I can also find in page. Look at that. I already typed it in, so I cheated this morning, and I used the Montana just to make sure I knew how to do this. But I typed in Montana, and it found it. What if I want to do, again, that zipper? I'll type in zipper on my phone, and it comes up. Again, this is not going to be exclusive to the PotomacBeads site. This is for any site, but it's especially helpful for a site like ours, where you have tons and tons of different items that you're scrolling through. Same thing if you're shopping and you're going in to shop and you say, oh, I really want to find that lava red color in that bead. It's going to be easier to go in and do that find function on the actual Apple. Maybe Nathan can speak to this if he's not too distracted by kids right now at home. I know on the Android, when you're searching an Android, you're going in and I believe there's also a button that it says extra or something, and you can also do the exact same thing. So there is the capability on your phone to do that same find. The same on when you're going into the beads. So if I'm going in here and I go on the website and I go to seed beads, so many seed beads. Now, one of the things that makes this really, really helpful for a site like ours, or for any site that has tons and tons of products, we have 35,000 products, so it's a lot to search for, it's a lot to process through. So if you have something like that where it's a huge website, I can go on to, let's say, seed beads 11L, and let me go to my check coding 11L. I'm in a padded room here, literally, so the internet's not that fast on my phone. Now, Crystal Lab came up as the second one, but again, what if I want that lava? So let's go in here, I'm gonna find it, and we'll delete zipper and put lava. So now it brings me to that lava red right away. So I typed in lava there, it brings me to that lava red right away. And you can see there's 2 for lava, it's probably again, because it's in the description twice. But there you have it, that lava red twice. So that's going to be instances where you can search the site and search for how many beads you're actually, or what beads you're actually looking for. You can search for the colors. And as much as it pains me to do it on the website and to search on the website, there is solutions. So you can go in on your phone, I'm talking about, and go in and do that. If you are on your iPad, you have the opportunity to change it from the mobile to the desktop. So you can request, let me go back here to this. So again, in those 3 little buttons at the bottom of the web page here, you can request the desktop site. Now it might not make sense if you're on the actual website here because my phone's not loading fast enough. But now I am at the actual website. So I'll go in here, go back to home, and then I can pull up. You can see request mobile site. I'm now on the regular website and how it looks. So remember when we got in and this was our free video tutorials, I'm now on the regular website. It just isn't long because it doesn't have room. When you're on your iPad, chances are it is, so you can go in and change then from the regular website to the mobile site. and it'll change the way that it looks just a little bit. When I'm on the actual website on my phone, it doesn't change a ton because it's a really small screen. It's not a website when you're doing that. So, okay, remember that you can use the site search for products, just not for pages. Correct. So I want to reiterate, Nathan's given me some good information here, and I'll go back and Ginger, hopefully you were asking about Ginger and the Professor. I like your name. You were asking about how to use it on website mode on the iPad. Hopefully that answered your questions. And the iPad is so much easier to navigate. Yeah, it's way easier to navigate, Sue, thanks for that, when you're going in and you're doing that. It's also sometimes different browsers that your phone will choose or that your iPad will choose will affect how it is. That's one thing that's really difficult as a website provider is, all right, we get around sometimes if we do website changes, we get around with like all of our different phones. Everybody tries to bring, Nathan brings his large iPad, Amber brings her iPad mini, Nathan has his Android, I have my iPhone, we have a laptop, we have all of these different, we have, what's the one that constantly advertises you from Amazon, the Kindle Fire, and we're like, how does the website look on all of these different devices? Because the device will usually make it look and see. If you don't see the 3 dots on the iPad, usually it'll be at the bottom. Somebody that has an iPad, if you can do that, I think it's at the very, very bottom, if somebody wants to help Ginger out. Sorry, I didn't think to bring an iPad. I didn't even think about using my phone until the last second to search that. But that's going to give you the opportunity to find a lot of these things. I'm going to give you one more view and just show you, because we've been talking about it, how to search the website in that search bar. As with any search bars, we are so familiar and so really stuck on the idea of Google. I mean, we use Google every day. If you're still asking Jeeves, it's probably not the best search engine. Really, Google has taken over the world. So when I'm going into, again, you get that funky view. Hold on one second. Let me pull up. If I'm going into the search bar here, so again, I have that Ctrl+F open. I'm going to close out of that. And I go into the search bar, and it says search beads and jewelry making supplies. So if I want my Ava beads, I'm already on the Ava beads, so that's a bad example. Let's do storm duos. If I want storm duos, I can search there, and it's going to bring me up storm duos. Now, what I can do is I can search and find it by the category. I can search within certain words. I can search within certain sites. But I usually just go in here, and I tend to sort this by availability. That way I know what is currently in stock. So I'm not scrolling through all the colors, unfortunately, with 35,000 products and with having to deal with a lot of different vendors. One thing that is really difficult is keeping things in stock. Some vendors are better at it than others, and some just can't keep up with production. Unfortunately, the current climate with COVID also forced a lot of factories to shut down. So there are things that we're trying very hard to get back in stock, but it's just a supply chain issue. So I don't want to see those things right away. So I always organize usually by in stock. So you can see we're out of the storm duos and the Potomacs in gold. So by the time I get down there, I know that. And instead, I'm looking at ones that are currently in stock. But I'm not in the actual Storm Duo category under the Potomac exclusives. I'm just searching here in the search. Now, what about something like bead? Now, this is kind of a thing that you can think. bead gives me 102 actual searches for it. Because you know what? The letter O is in a lot of words. Bead, because we're a bead website, is in a lot of things. So you might actually get beads, you might not. You might have to scroll through 120 different things. So in that case, you want to go in and look. I used beads because that's one of the whole things that definitely has people baffled. Go to the check glass and then go to the beads. No, our beads do not end with P. So you see that I'm kind of hovering over this show all. If you notice that we stop at P, it's because there's not room in the display board here and the drop down for all of the products that we carry in the check glass category. Hit that show all. And then again, it brings you to this category page here. Now, super long. So Ctrl+F, I'm gonna go in there. And if I want to find Zoli duos, so you can see I type Zoli, it'll take me to the end. that bead still is a terrible thing. So you have things that are searchable, are not. Somewhere in the middle of the page, let's do, what else do I have? Let's do silkies. So silky beads. It's going to bring me, now you can see it's not bringing me to the category right away. That's because there's 10 things that have silky on the page. So I'm going to hit that down arrow or that next. There's half silkies. There's mini silkies. There's silky beads. There's table cut silkies. So many silkies. And then some individual ones that are listed below. Listed below the website also. This has turned into way more than just finding jewelry tutorials. Listed below, and this is, again, not actually just particular to our website. This is many sites, the way that their searches work. So if I go to seed beads here and somebody said, oh, I have to scroll through all of these different categories. If I'm on 11.0 seed beads and I want to look at all the different colors in red, we are working on that. Don't worry, we know it's desired, it's coming. But if I want to see all the different colors, and I don't want to have to go to the particular category and then go back, because I don't know if I want a lined red, and I don't know if I want an opaque red. I don't know if I want a transparent or a Ceylon red. Underneath the categories are pages and pages and pages of seed beads. These are all of those categories put together in one place. So it's not going to be all of these individual categories one at a time. You can go in and you can look at them all together for all of those seed beads. So they're all put in one place underneath that category page, which you can scroll down. Many websites have that, even if you're looking for t-shirts, something like that. Most places have that underneath the categories are the individual products as well. In addition to that, you can increase the amount of items that you see per page. It might take a little bit longer to load, again, depending on your internet speed, but I'm changing from 120 per page to 480 per page. So you did see I had 6 pages that I had to go through if I wanted to look at all the colors. Now I have 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to scroll a ton, but if I use that Ctrl+F function, if I want to look up any certain ones, you can go and do that. Also, when looking for seed beads in particular, if you're looking for Toho or Miyuki, one thing that you can search is the color number. So this topaz gold luster, for instance, after it has 11, that's going to be the size, and then 311. That number is the manufacturer number. If you're calling in for us to do an order for you rather than placing one online, and you hover over that, it also gives you in black, I can't move my mouse because then it'll disappear, but ready? See that black line that just came in? It'll give you the description of the product. So it gives you that Miyuki Seed Bead Topaz Gold Luster 11-311. The 5-digit or 6-digit number following, 70306. That is our number for our internal system. So that is our alternate lookup for the item. The 311 is the Miyuki number. So if I want to find and I can search in the search, I know right away some of the different color numbers. Let's do 401. So that's just black. 11-401. I could type in black 11 in this search. But if I know the color number, guess what? Anything now with that 401 is going to come up. So all of my black seed beads in my different sizes or in my different finishes in that black. So here's SF semi-frosted. That was actually a question this week as well in customer service. F is going to stand for frosted fully or matte. And then FR is going to be frosted rainbow. So it pulls up all of those 401s and I can see what kind or what color of black I want. So there's so many different options for the different ways that you can look at and search the website. And it's really kind of fun and interesting when we show people how to do this, even when we're looking at going in and training new staff members and where to find things. There are a lot of shortcut computer things that I learn constantly that I did not know existed. And I think many of you probably don't know they exist either, because just as age gets younger and younger, more and more computer knowledge is already embedded into systems. So a 70-year-old is going to have to work a lot more to catch up to a 20-year-old when it comes to technology because it wasn't there. So where do I find the 5 patterns I pay monthly for? So Jenny, since we're on, when you go to the website here, so let me switch again to that screen capture. and go back to the website. This is a common customer service. You're all seeing this screen capture. Come on, Allison. All right. So when you go to the website, if you're on the phone, you scroll down to that customer cart. The other thing you can do is that login. I always call it the person, his Head and Shoulders person, the shampoo brand, the Head and Shoulders next to the shopping cart. Click on that person, and it's going to take you to the login page if you're a returning customer. Now, when I go to the login page, it takes me to something completely different because it takes me to the back end. But once you log into your account, oh, that's because it's an old one. Once you log into your account, and I should have had this up on a different screen, whoops. Once you log into your account, it'll say welcome. And then in your account, I'll do this quick, I'll pull back and then do that so you can see it. And change the view here and go in and log in. And I'll show you exactly where you go. Okay. Go back to the web page. It automatically takes me when I log into an administrator page. So I just kind of have to go back here. All right, so let me bring you guys back to that web page so I can show you that screen capture here. All right, so when I logged into my page, and now it says, welcome, Allison Buckman, and it seems kind of like it's yelling at me because hardly anyone calls me Allison except if I'm in trouble. So it says, welcome, Allison Buckman, to your page. I can manage my subscriptions if I have a subscription box there, but I can go into my orders. So I can go into my previous orders and I can click on my previous orders. I don't know that I've checked out under this, so I do have a random order that I've done in 2020 there. I can go in, and if my order has an actual download to it, this is one way that if you have a pattern, I'll go into the pattern subscription as well. But if you have an actual pattern in your cart that you checked out with, above the items ordered, it will say your downloads. It'll have a little up arrow. You'll click on that, so it'll be a little bit blue right here, and you'll be able to click on that, and you can navigate then and download your patterns. You can do that at any time. So if you have patterns that you bought 3-4 years ago, go into that date for those patterns from a long time ago and go in and look through. I forgot I did buy silk cording to hand off to a friend. So when you go in there and you look at the different items and the different things that you purchased, there'll be a little blue box that says download. That's going to be your downloads. When you are a member of our Pattern Subscription Club, you will get an email with patterns at Potomac Beads. So you go to patterns at Potomac Beads and look in your email. Your email then will tell you and take you to an actual, when you look at your email that says, thanks so much for signing up for our 5 Patterns a Month Club. Each month on the day that you subscribed, at or about around, it's every 30 days, so February kind of messes it up a little bit. So if you paid for the Pattern Subscription Club for a year, it's $50, and every month you get 5 patterns. You can go in and check and search your email, especially if you're Yahoo or Gmail, sometimes it puts it in promotion folders. Make sure to add our patterns at Potomac Beads, subscriptions at Potomac Beads, and info, INFO, at Potomac Beads to your actual contact list, so those don't automatically get filtered. And it will come from patterns at, and it'll say, thanks so much. And what it'll do is take you to one of those private landing pages, and you'll download right from there. If you ever can't find any emails or don't need anything, just email us at info, at PotomacBeads.com, and then we'll make sure to send you out that link to whatever month of patterns you are on. So I'm going to take a couple sections here and go in, and so much wonderful information. Thank you so much. Most sellers have a warehouse number as well as the Miyuki number. All the Miyuki numbers are the same because that is how they set. Exactly. So Denise, when you're looking at different beads, if I have on my tag here, so on this particular tag, let me change my view a little bit here. On the particular tag, when you're looking up the information, and I'll also give a sneak peek, I'm working on kind of personal jewelry, but I'm also recording it as is. I'm doing what I'm calling a yoga bracelet, and it's going to be super long, but it's just a simple macrame stitch, and I'm making it, and my plan is to have it wrap around 3 or 4 times around my wrist. So that's what's on my bead mat. I'll push that out of the way. When you're looking at our labels, most of the information is here. So here's going to be the manufacturer number. So that's that 11-645. Some companies will do 0645, especially in Delica numbers. That is the color number that Miyuki uses for it. Words are lost in translation. So some people will say, hey, I need a silver-lined red. Do you need a silver-lined red? Do you need a silver-lined cyan? Do you need a silver-lined light red? Do you need a silver-lined brick? Go with the color number. Many stores, many warehouses will change that name because sometimes, honestly, it just doesn't work, the suggested names that Miyuki gives. We go with a number of different wholesalers that go in and create the names. That's usually what we stick with. So this one's dyed dark rose silver lined alabaster. There's not enough room on the tag for all of that, but if I type either this number into that search bar like I showed you, 70468, if I type in 11-645, if I type in dyed rose, or if I type in rose, or if I type in Miyuki SB or seed bead, all of that will come up and you'll eventually find this beautiful color. This is one of my favorite colors. I have this here. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I have it with some of our cosmic rings that I was going to make something out of and work on something. So there's tons of different ways to search the website and to look at all of these different items, and hopefully this helps with not just our website. You can even do that for like a Google search or anything like that. You can do that Ctrl+F. I even do it sometimes for my utility bills or bills that I'm looking at. I'm looking for the total or for a specific number on my bank account. So if I download my bank statements, I can Ctrl+F and look for that $220 charge that I'm not sure what it was. You can Ctrl+F and look for that as well. So Ctrl+F is definitely your friend. It makes it a lot easier to go in and scroll through documents or websites because it will work on those as well. It's basically your computer that's looking out and kind of trolling for all of that data that you have in a line right in there. So it's not gonna, it works really, really well when it's all in one little section. It'll also work if you do lava space red. That will work as well too. But usually with Google, with our website, with Ctrl+F, the more specific you have it, as far as one specific word, that's gonna be your better actual search when you're on it. So hopefully that is fun too. So looking back at some of the information here, my yoga bracelet is going to be cute. Thanks, Audrey. I'm naming it after my friend that's a yoga instructor. I was talking to her and on a text, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm making a bracelet. And then I was like, oh, I'm talking to Jen. She's a yoga instructor. It shall be the yoga bracelet. So it makes it much easier because searching for names is really hard. This page on iPad is not working. Can you re-show that, please? To search the page on the iPad is not working. Can you re-show that, please? So on the iPad, I don't have the iPad with me. I do have the phone with me. So on the phone, and I should have brought the iPad, I apologize. Those of you on the iPad, there was a comment above on how to search on the iPad, but on the phone, and I know Apple has a way, and honestly, Google is an awesome tool. If you're on the phone here, you can, so when you type on a website, you might not see it. If you let go and you kind of pull up from, type on the bottom, there's 3 little dots appear. If you press on those 3 little dots, you can open this in a new tab. You can go ahead and add this to your bookmark. You can look and say read later. You can star it. You can bookmark it. But you can find in page. So I can find in the page anything that I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for on this page crystal, there's going to be a bunch that it comes up for. So you can see that it'll highlight actually where those words are on the page. Same thing will work on your iPad. I just forget exactly what you have to do in order to do that. And I know somebody will in the comments definitely said that as well too. So use the clear tape to tape over the window so the print doesn't wear off. Yeah, the print end actual labels are always a constant challenge. We are actually going to be going away from some of the tags that we're currently using. We're looking at a tagging machine because they've been a big issue for a lot of these things. So you have all of that as well. So hopefully the idea, again, of these Better Beader episodes, I don't want everybody's like head to explode. I was joking, Bridget had just posted something that the visor actually pulls out in your car. I was like, what? I'm like 37? I think I'm 36. I'm 36 years old. And I was like, how did I not know this? There's simple things like that, Ctrl+F. And I just showed my phone password. Oh no, Nikki, I gotta change it. See, I wasn't even thinking. This is how my kids troll me. And then they look, so I gotta change my phone password now and have that. If you have Safari on your phone, you can show them that way. So let me see if I have Safari on my phone. Hold on, I will do my password now that everybody knows it. I'm gonna change it. That's, my kids troll me. I don't even know if I have Safari on my phone. I don't think I do. I tend not to use Safari. I like the iPhone, but I'm not big on Apple products. Amber's probably the one on PotomacBeads. Let me see if I have Safari. I do have it. I mean, I think all of them come with it. So let me go to PotomacBeads. Oops. Okay. Okay. Safari. Oh, now I'm playing our whimsical earrings. This is why, so this is for why Allie should not be doing the technology issue thing. I need to change the passcode now, I know. You can show them that way. So the Safari, you have some on the earrings here for the Safari. Same deal, it has those 3 little drop downs. Go back in here to change my view. I'm on Safari now rather than Chrome. And you can go in and you can do the drop downs. You can go to that how to bead. I can do Better Beader episodes. We haven't clicked on that yet. Look, here's Better Beader episodes. You can start the whole way with episode number 1, 2, and keep going and going and going. This is actually a good thing. See, again, if you want to try to find, some things I've mentioned in Better Beader episodes. Let's pull that up here. Go back through. I do like those fanfare earrings. So I'm at 106. So that was the last one. So this is 107 as I'm working for it. So use the Safari search bar. Okay, here, ready? We're going to go to Amber. Use the Safari search bar at the top of the web page to search for this site. When you type the search, select search this page. So right in here, you can search this page. Whoops, going in there. So you can go into Safari, and then you can go to the top of the website here. Go back to the website, and then you can go in and search this page as well too. So that way. All right, so this has been a ton of different information. You know, it was worth it. Everybody came in and got to see my cell phone password. So now I'm gonna have to change that, and then I'm gonna lock myself out because I'm gonna forget what I changed it to. Every day you're going in and have the, oh yeah, so just FYI, the Ctrl+F is the F button on the function keys at the top. Just Control and the letter F. Yep. So you are doing Control and the letter F. So you're hitting that Control, CTRL, and the letter F. So this has been a ton of information that I don't want to overwhelm you guys when you go in and look at the extensive items on our website, on your credit card bills, on your bank statements, that hopefully that is going to help you with that tool. I remember I was probably in high school when I learned that Ctrl+F, or maybe college when I learned that Ctrl+F hit, and I was like, why is this not the first thing that you learn when you learn computers? So hopefully that helps you a little bit, and then also learning how to navigate and look whether or not you're looking at YouTube, if you're looking at the website, if you're looking for your patterns, all of this different information. When you go through You can also, remember again, look at those patterns on our how to bead page, and then that buy bracelets. I want to make a bracelet. Let me scroll through a ton of bracelets that Potomac Beads has done, look at all those pictures, and then see before I even look at it what materials are there. So that gives you the advantage that you can kind of click on those, look and see what materials do you have. I'm actually wearing Storm Duos. Do I have Storm Duos that I can make these earrings? Do I want to go in and look for all of that information? So again, the idea of these Better Beader episodes are to make you a better beader. Hopefully this helped a little bit to allow you to search YouTube, search the site, look for the beads that were used, and just how to navigate and make it easier for you to shop, not only on our website, but other websites, as well as how to scroll through and look and bookmark and save for later, make us your favorite. If you did like this episode, remember it was always nice to get a little thumbs up. Not gonna lie, when I see thumbs up, I'm like, oh, 78 people liked this. It's fun to see how many kind of thumbs up you can get. Also, I have not had a chance to read all of the comments that are in because I was sharing my screen a lot, and sharing my cell phone password, again, totally made it worth it. Anyone can play whatever games my kids downloaded on my phone now. If you want to find me and take my phone, I'm going to change it, I promise. Or maybe not. I mean, honestly, then I'll forget it again. So you can hang out with me. But go in and check out all of these different useful tools. Look at the labels of the products to make it easier to search on the website, search online. Use that search function, much like Google at the top. And then also one thing I didn't mention is at the bottom of the page also are a list of our blogs. We hope to get back to writing more blogs. But one that I link to a ton is Lindsay's blog. That is the ultimate bezel directory. Let me do a little screen share again just to show you guys that. Screen capture. So here is Lindsay's blog. So the blogs can be found, and you can also search on our blogs for things that you want to look for. So here's bezel. That's what I generally search. And this is at the bottom of our website. It's hosted. So if I go back to the website, oops, I think I must have Googled it. Google's a friendly tool, but at the website, at the very bottom of our website, it will also say blog and Potomac blog. You can go into there and it will update and show you. They're older, but there's still good information there. And you can go in, and if you want to find that how to bezel, you can search bezel, and you can search on this search bar in the blogs just like you can on the website as well. So hopefully that's one last little helpful hint that I'll leave you guys with as you check out the website, scroll through all different things, and make it easier to shop basically online. Our goal really is, as the world kind of changes and technology has really been forced upon us now like no other. We really look at it, and one thing, as we were closing many retail locations at one point, we had 12 retail locations, and each time we closed a retail location, it made me a little sad because you lose that constant contact and that constant touch with customers. The most amazing thing is all of you guys that are part of this group, that comment, that add pictures to our Facebook group, that watch the videos, that help and share other people. And we've really started thinking of ourselves as your online bead shop. So we want to make sure that the website is as easily navigatable, as easy to kind of put color combinations together to look at them. One other thing that I do a lot, and just to show you, we'll do a screen capture again. When I'm looking at a website and trying to search for a website, I do this a lot. I'm at the top here at the website. I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to right click and I'm going to, once again, duplicate. So this way, if I want to check out the seed beads, so I should have done this after I was in a category. If I want to go into buttons and look at them side by side, I can actually go into my cut buttons, and then I can quickly go in and say, do I want a cut button, or do I want a table cut button, or do I want a regular cut button? I don't know. So let me scroll down further in the page. Let me look at that. And I can bring up those two views right away. The other thing you can also do is open in a new tab. So I can take the individual item that I'm looking on, right click, and I can open that individual item in a new tab. So that way I can go in here and I can say, all right, let me quick look. Does this blue match my blue seed bead if I'm going back and finding my check glass, fire polished rounds? I can find, let's just go to fire polished rounds, 3x5s. And let's say open in a new tab. Oops, I know our pictures are copyright. If I can open this in a new tab, now I can go in and I can say, all right, there's that blue, there's list blue, will they look cool together? Yeah, it'll look like robin's egg and a cardinal egg together, that I can have those two colors. So that gives you the opportunity to kind of do that side by side without trying to open constantly and go back and go back and go back. You can always open new tabs, and your cart is going to be based on your IP address. So if you add this to the cart in one, if I add the cut buttons to the cart here, it should already appear as a number 1, that there's something added to the cart in each. So even though I have multiple tabs open on my computer, those are all adding to the same PotomacBeads cart when you're looking at it. So these are some helpful hints that I leave you with as we go in and enjoy our day as well too, so you can go back in and check this all out. If you're going in and checking out this video, make sure to realize that when you watch the video and that you're going through the videos, to read the comments. They are such a great resource, really. I go back and I read the comments, and usually about in the first 2 weeks I check every video, try to comment and reply to you guys if you have questions, if you have ideas. And the comment section, again, it's almost like your little beading round table at we are your online bead store. So go in and read those comments, because they are amazing when we go into this everywhere. So as always, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. It is a beautiful day here in Maryland, USA. I'm gonna get off so I can change my phone password now, and hopefully go pick some raspberries, since it is raspberry season here. We're gonna wait till the afternoon, dress the kids in long pants and shirts, make them suffer, wet them, dress them down, make them suffer, and pick some raspberries so we can freeze them and have them all year round. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have fun with searching the sites with all of these newfound computer skills maybe that you weren't sure of, or that you weren't utilizing and using. And please, 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 if you have suggestions for making things easier, for navigating the website, for searching for YouTube videos, for understanding as well as the format of the videos, we are so thankful for any feedback we have. We do get some feedback that I'm like, that's not possible yet. It would be awesome, but you never know. Technology is changing at a rapid speed. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for hanging out this Saturday morning with me. Bye, everyone.